there, mates. I should probably put a mic on for y'all so you can actually hear. Ooh. Whoa, we almost just dropped that in the mud puddle. I'm gonna run inside real quick, guys. I'm gonna grab something to drink. And be right back. 2 seconds. I can't see nothing out here. Holy moly. Ha 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 ha. Hey, ha, how you doing? This Wheezy F baby come to take a poopy poopy. Not gonna say those words. We will not say those words on live. Oh. Chilly. Chilly, chilly. Hey guys. I think I gotta go get a jacket inside. It is freezing out here. The sweatshirt and the long sleeve ain't doing it. I gotta tighten my belt so you guys don't see my butt. Do we send it? Yeah. 2 seconds, I'm grabbing a big jacket. We back in action. How's everybody doing today? How are we all doing today? We're gonna do a little cleanup for you guys. I think we're gonna do a little cleanup. Sorry, I got the sun right in my eyes. But let me show you guys. Ooh wee, give you guys a little FYI, but your boy just got an exhaust repositioned, and she is sitting flush, boys. She's sitting flush. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited about that because that exhaust all last season, this exhaust was like twisted up. So there's a big gap underneath here, but now we got rid of that gap. So your boy's pretty freaking ecstatic. Plus, you guys know, I always give the live stream the little, you know, before the live, or well, before the video goes live. So next week, you guys will see this on my long form video that I post every Wednesday. But since you guys come to the live stream, you guys get to see it now. Bingo! Let's just say carbon fiber has been purchased for the 2024 Honda CBR 600, baby. And this is just one of a couple pieces. I won't let you guys know what else we ordered, but this is one piece that we did receive, and it is fantastic quality. So I will continue to buy carbon through these people, but if you guys can't tell what this is my rear tire hugger. So if I come around to this side and put this down very gently, we can see OEM tire hugger is just a black plastic. Long story short, you guys see this slit. So last season I was riding around summertime and I picked up some fishing line in my rear sprocket, which obviously as I ride, the sprocket's spinning, so I was whipping the fishing line and pretty much burning a slit through the rear tire hugger. Doesn't look good. Fully operational though, doesn't really matter to me. And then when I lowered my bike, if you guys seen that video, when I lowered the bike, obviously I wanted to slam it on the ground just to see how low it actually goes. And let's just say we ended up chipping our rear tire hugger here. Yeah, there you go. You guys can see. So it's got a nice chip when that should be nice and rounded towards the top. And then we don't have a slit in this one like we do in that one. So let's just say this piece is going to look so much better underneath here. Oh, we're not going to be installing this yet. I'm waiting for the rest of my other carbon pieces to come in the, and then once I get the rest of my carbon pieces in the mail, we're going to bring this to my buddy's shop and he's going to just clear bra these for me. Obviously it's on the back of the bike, but if you can't tell, this one is just, it's got some scratches. The surface isn't beautiful. I mean, it's dirty too, but it's just, it's not beautiful. And obviously, you know, you are shooting up rocks and stuff. So I figured let's just be safe and not have to replace this piece. And let's just do it the right way and clear bra it. So we're going to get that wrapped in a clear bra so that's nice and protected. And we're still waiting for two or three more pieces come in the mail. So once I get those in the mail, I'll be able to drop the bike off and get those pieces wrapped in a clear bra. And then we're good to go. But that doesn't affect anything with me. That's not holding me up anything. So the bike is pretty much, if you guys do follow this channel, you guys would know that we just did a whole bunch of mods on this bike. So we did do front new headlights. We also did new grips. We did new bar ends. We did a new front brake reservoir. We did a new gas cap. And then we also did a K&N air filter. So last season we did the full exhaust on the bike. So pretty much this season we want her to be happy. So we're going to get her fully tuned since she's got a lot less restrictions with an updated air filter. The OEM one is so restricted, it is crazy. But I don't have that accessible to even show you guys right now. But yeah, we just put in a lot of time, a lot of money to make this bike look and function 10 times better. So nothing left to do but get it tuned. So only thing I need to do for the tune is, sadly, if you guys can't tell, it is winter here. It is cold. It has been very, very cold recently. And every winter I always store my bike in my shed. Obviously this is my shed. So I fill up the gas tank and I put fuel stabilizer in there to store it for the winter, so I don't have to worry about my gas tank rusting or no issues with that. Long story short, I'm getting the bike tuned. We don't want to get the bike tuned with fuel stabilizer in it. So we're gonna have to drain this gas, and we're gonna have to run some premium through it for a little bit just to get all the rest of that fuel stabilizer out of these fuel lines, and then we can top her off with some nice premium gasolina, and we can get her tuned. So that's really the only thing holding me up tune related right now, guys, is I've just it's just been so cold, and I'm waiting for a I forget what you would call it, but I ordered something online to be able to a siphon. There you go. So I'm just waiting for a siphon to come in the mail, get a 5-gallon gas tank, and we're just gonna drain this gas out, put in some new gas, and probably have to man up, load up some gear, and you know, I'll have to go for a ride for probably a good 20 miles just to run it through. I don't want to just let the bike idle to operate and run it through. I'd rather kind of ride the bike to be able to really make sure I know that that fuel is being used and getting burnt off. So that is really the only thing holding us up right now, guys. So we are tune ready. I'm gonna say probably another, I'm gonna say by the end of this month I will have a video up for you guys on the channel of this bike, either A, getting tuned, or B, dropping it off to the tuner and then picking up from the tuner. If you guys were in one of the other live streams, I think yesterday I went live. If you guys went in that live stream, I was telling you guys that he is a he owns his own business, so you know, he's got some employees that work for him, and obviously, you know, I don't want to intrude in his workspace, so I have to reach back out to him, see if he's okay with me popping in for the tune. Or, you know, even if it's the last tune, if he can just do one dyno run on it, just to, you know, just to show you guys the numbers. Like I said, I could care less about the numbers. I really don't care what this bike makes. I just want it to be happy. But obviously, the internet loves seeing things on the dyno. So if I can get some video of this thing being dyno tuned, you guys know I'll definitely be doing that. But that's pretty much where we're at with the bike. We are pretty much just waiting to get in there and get tuned. And, you know, I had to fix that exhaust bracket. So now that we got that fixed, it's really just the gasoline. We just got to get that gasoline out, new gas in, and this bike is ready to rip, guys. I mean, it's ready to rip right now, but we want a nice, reliable tune on it. You know, we just put so much time and money into this bike that it would be, it'd be pretty silly to just, like, go start ripping it when the season starts and not get it tuned. Also, the price for a tune, why wouldn't I do it? I'm used to cars, so I thought the tune was going to be a lot more expensive, but guy told me it was, pretty sure from what he said, it was $450 for the tune, and then another $50 to be able to crack the stock ECU, and then other than that, he just needs the fitting to get into the ECU to actually tune it. So that was like another $50. So like all said and done, about $550 to get this like fully dyno tuned on an actual dyno. So that's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited to see if the tuner has anything to say about my bike, because obviously if you guys do follow the channel, you guys do know that I did rebuild this bike over a year ago. So I'm not no bike mechanic. I really know nothing about bikes other than what I've learned from working on this bike myself, and I rebuilt this whole bike from scratch. This bike was completely destroyed. If you guys want to go check out the video, go to my channel and go to playlists and go to Mike's Mistakes Rebuild, and you guys will quite literally be able to see, just look at how destroyed this rim is. This is a front rim. So, if you can't tell, she's quite literally destroyed there. That's the front rim. I got back rim back there. I got stock exhaust. I got all the fairings. I mean, what else we got? We got freaking forks. We got it all. We got it all. So, bike definitely been the ringer. And, you know, I learned a lot putting this bike back together. And I pretty much know this bike like it's the back. Not pretty much. I do know this bike like it's the back of my hand. I've had this bike completely ripped apart between having front forks off, the whole front end off. I've had the full exhaust off. I had to change my radiator. I had to change my rear subframe. I mean, this bike has pretty much been in pieces way too many times, but I like to be able to know what is done to this bike, and man, I did it all. The bike I bought brand new, and everything else has been done by me. I've never brought it to a shop other than for the tune, but that's obviously, you know, I don't think we could tune the bike here, guys. I don't think we could tune a bike here. So that is the only thing holding us up. But it is cool to be able to know that, like, I'm the one who did all this work. I did everything here, you know? We can't tell. There's damage on that. We got 2 bent forks over there. That's my rear subframe. You got all the crashed plastics. We have our stock exhaust. We got our stock windscreen. We have one of our aftermarket windscreens. We got our newest windscreen. I mean, guys, I got bits and pieces for this bike all over the place. But, you know, as much money as I had to spend putting this bike together and fixing it and doing this whole mamma jamma thing, I honestly wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it for the life of me, because I learned a lot about this bike, and every time I ride it, it's just such an enjoying moment, because I know I'm the one who did all this, you know? I know I'm the one who, A, got into the accident with this bike, and B, I'm the one who put the bike back together. So that's a very satisfying feeling for me. Like I said, I ain't no motorcycle mechanic, guys. I work on cars. I went to school for auto mechanics, but auto mechanics and street bikes are quite literally 2 completely different beasts. So it is what it is. But I'm done ranting for you guys. We're not gonna be done here on the rant. But should I give you all a cold start? Do you guys want a cold start? Because I've been rambling for like 17 minutes, and my fiance is the only one who's in the chat other than Mr. Infinity King, but he popped in and he popped out. We got nobody in the chat here. I see we got 7 people in the live stream, but I guess you guys don't want to see this bike shooting flames. You know? If you guys wanted to see this bike shooting flames, I would have been seeing that in the chat. Yo, start that bike up, boy. But I guess you guys don't want to see some flames coming out of here and some boopity bops, because she definitely does do all that. She definitely likes flames, and she definitely pops, and I'm definitely going to ask for a little bit of that extra sauce when we get her tuned, because I wouldn't mind, you know, doing a nice pull and then letting off the throttle 3/4 of the way and just having some nice pops and bangs, maybe a couple of flames coming out. I mean, she already does it. She already pops and bangs and shoots flames, but we can get tuned to add a little bit more fuel to the tune and make her spicy. Make her frickin' spicy. Oh, God. I love it. I love it. But I don't know, man. You guys don't want to see it. You guys don't want to see it. Do we do it anyways, Bailey? Do we do it? Yeah, she says so. You guys think so? I need to see one person in the chat say, start that freaking bike up. Come on. I'm not asking for a lot. I don't want money. I don't want money from you guys. I don't want nothing. I just want one person in the chat to say, start that bike up. Start her up, Buttercup. Because I ain't starting it until somebody says something. I ain't starting it until somebody says something. That's it. House rules, guys. It's house rules. House rules. So I guess on that note, I'll start cleaning up the shop while one of you guys get them Twitter fingers ready to say, start that bike up, baby. Crazy, man. Crazy. 6 people in here. Not one person wants to hear that bike. Start on up. Wow. Wow. Okay. Is this where the world has came? Nobody likes bikes? Oh. There we go. Clean up some tools over there. Throw this back over here. I'm a little bit of a mess, guys. I'm a little bit of a mess over here. So much crap. We need that. That's gonna sit there. This we're gonna need. My rags. Wow, it's pretty easy to clean up shop over here. Pretty easy. There we go. That's good. That's all that. It's freaking soaked in here though. I hate when this floor gets all wet. I hate when the floor gets all wet. You know, guys, I forgot to take a thumbnail photo for the newest video. So we're gonna have to do that here shortly. I'm gonna have to do that after this live stream because that's what I just did. I just went and shot a whole video for you guys, and then usually it's like every Wednesday or Thursday I'll make a video for the next week, and then once I'm done with the video, I pretty much go live right for you guys. So because I like to give you guys the sneak peek like I was showing you guys just before. You know, we got some carbon fiber pieces that nobody's gonna see until next week. We fixed up the exhaust, we cleaned the whole bike, so she's ready. She's ready for the internet now. I just need to get her edited up to go on to the interwebs. Cheers. And I'm surprised we've been live for 21 minutes. 21 minutes and nobody's in the chat. Mr. Infinity King popped in and said Bob and then dipped out. Brother, I'm sorry if I didn't respond to you quick enough. I was chirping. I was chirping to the chat. I was just updating you guys on the bike. And I must have missed your comment and you dipped on me. I'm sorry I failed you. I'm sorry I failed you. But I'm still here. Still waiting. If anybody wants to come join this live stream, once somebody says start that bike in the chat, this bike's gonna start. That is, you know, start that bike, baby. I just messed with it. I just got it all cleaned. I had it running before, and she cooled back down, so she's ready for another cold start. And she was definitely I don't know, definitely shooting some flames. Definitely had some flames. Definitely had some pops and bangs. But that's on you guys. That is on you guys. You like that stick, don't you, Moose? My damn dog's just destroying this stick outside. Alright, fine. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh. That's a cold start. That's gonna be a cold start. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, papino. Oh, papino. Look at that. She's cold. Cold. 2,000 RPMs. And there's that fuel stabilizer, baby. Oh, gorgeous. Guys, do you guys like these new front headlights? Photodynamic headlights. Now we got the sea lights. Oh, they look so good. And then we got the integrated blinkers, guys. Look at how dope. God damn. I'm a chef, guys. I'm a chef. I be cooking it up. I'm here to break the internet. We're here to break the internet, baby. Alright, she's warming up. Give her a second. We'll give you guys some nice revs. We'll do some flamity boopity bops for you guys. And we'll get some nice pops. Because she's got a lot to say, this bike. I'll tell you that much. She definitely got a lot to say. Oh, gosh. Alright, people. Even though nobody in the chat said this is what they wanted, I know this is what y'all wanted. Let's see. Yeah, she's warming up. Oh, Lord. I miss this bike. Guys, and that's like no RPMs. 6K. 6K, she just popped bangs. Oh, man. So much fuel stabilizer, I can't breathe it all in. I'll let her warm up for a second. And then we're gonna hit a couple more. Oh, I love that front end so much though. Wow. Guys, I love this bike. I love this bike so much. So much. So effortlessly. Those RPMs, man. I'm telling you guys, I think that K&N air filter has awoken the beast because the revs just go up so much easier now. So much easier. We'll do one more and then we're done with the revs because I can't breathe this in anymore. I'm freaking getting a headache already. Oh, I love you, baby. All right, boys, she's done. Full tank. And we got the 163, baby. What are we at, idle? Yeah, about 1.5. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Oh, I love her. I love her. All right, Betsy, you're done. You're done. You're done now. That's my girl. That's my girl. And now I get to breathe in all these exhaust fumes because of you guys. Because of y'all. YouTube and Relax 10. IGG and R. I know where you're going with that, and you missed a letter, bud. You missed it. Good try, though. Good try. Good try, mate. Alright, we're going to roll this girl back into place because she is good now. She's, well, we got to pull battery back out. I can do that back in place, though. So now we get to play a 70-point turn. We get to do a 70-point turn. Boom. Boom. And we want to tuck her up in there, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Right there. Kickstand. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, look at how much more room I have. She's all cornered up, and now I got all the room in the world. And God, I love this bike. Such a good bike. All right, let's disconnect our battery. We are gonna disconnect our battery, so I will pop y'all up right here real quick. Oh, that's not gonna work. I can already tell. That's not gonna work. We're gonna fall. All right, there we go. I need a flip. Still good? Yeah, we're still good. I don't know what's happening. Are we back? Did it reconnect? Are we good? Oh, I'm gonna put this over here. There we go. I like that better. All right. Well, it says we're live again, so I guess we'll see what happens with that. Cheers to YouTube being buggy like usual. That's 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. Yesterday, YouTube Live was all buggy. And of course, now today, it's bugging out on me again. What are you looking for? There's nothing behind the shed. What are you looking for? What? I don't know what you're looking for. Where's your stick? There you go. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy. Lordy, Mr. McGordy. How's everybody doing today? Nobody wants to talk to me today. I'm upset. I freaking started the bike for y'all. Nobody wants to talk to me? No one wants to talk to Michael's son? Well, we do have to disconnect that, so I guess let's get that disconnected. Let's get that disconnected, baby. Oh. Whoa. That's the wrong Phillips head. Where did I put the other one? What the heck? Boys and girls, do we see what my dog is playing and chewing on right now? A freaking huge ass freaking branch. This way. She's a snow dog. All right. Well, since nobody wants to talk to your boy in the chat, I guess what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get this. Got my Felipe head, the right Felipe head. So, I have my freaking whatever. Let's get this battery disconnected, weenies. Now we just gotta wait for our, man, I said the word before and now I forget what our siphon. We gotta wait for our siphon to come in the mail so we can get all of this gas out of here, because like I said, guys, in the beginning of the live stream, we are getting the bike tuned and therefore we need to get fresh gasoline in the bike because it is winter over here and your boy puts fuel stabilizer in the gas tank to keep everything from rusting. So we got to get that fuel stabilizer out, which is going to be a fun one. And then we get to put some new gas back in her. So battery is out. She's done. Seat's going back in. Sayonara. And that battery is coming inside with me. But I got to put these bolts back in because we don't want to lose none of this. By the way, this battery is going on. I bought this bike brand new in 2024. So it's, what, 2026? We're going on 2 years now with this battery. Can't complain. And all I do is I leave it in the bike all season. I've left this bike battery in the bike all season, and then once the winter rolls around and the riding season is done for, I quite literally just take the battery out, bring it downstairs into my basement, leave it on 2x4, and that's it. I did that last season, brought it back out, came and started right back up. And if you guys can't tell from when I just started the bike before, but it starts right up, no hesitation in the battery. So you could keep it on a tender, but then, you know, I obviously don't have electricity going to my shed because, you know, it's, you know, just like a plastic shed completely detached from the house. So obviously we don't have electric going to the shed. So it would be pointless to have it on a trickle charger. I could bring it inside and put it on a charger, but like I said, I just throw it on a 2x4 and you're good to go. You just don't want to leave it on like a tile floor or something, but if you leave it on wood in a pretty controlled temperature room, shouldn't have an issue with it. Like I said, we're going on 2 years of me storing this battery in my basement, so I really can't complain. But the battery has lasted, and we're now on to the second season, and the gas tank still hasn't rusted, so I guess we're on to something good here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Such a nice upgrade. It's nice knowing that now when I'm doing my moto vlogs and stuff, I don't have to worry about pulling up to a gas station, turning my bike off, taking my key out, putting my key in, locking it, then having my key sitting here because it's stuck in the gas cap until you close it, scratching this up. It's like, screw all that. I could literally, obviously shut my bike off, but I could just leave keys in and boom bop, bing bang boom, and be done with it. So that's kind of nice to know that that's going to be one less of a hassle. But in reality, guys, what I really want to do is I would love to get rid of this OEM shifter and get a nice aftermarket up and down auto blimp, because obviously we do YouTube content. You know, I wouldn't consider myself an influencer or anything, but we do moto vlogs. I do motorcycle content. I drop vlogs every week. So, you know, in my brain, it tells me that if I can make this an auto blimp up and down, which obviously I can, the European models of this bike actually came with one. So I could buy an OEM quick shifter Honda, but I don't know if we'll do that. We might end up just getting an aftermarket brand one, but what I was trying to say is in my head, I can justify it, because if I have that auto blimp up and down, quite literally all you need to do is use the clutch for first gear, then you're good. Other than that, you don't have to touch a clutch lever, which if we're doing motorcycle content, you know, I have my camera mounted to my chin, but sometimes, you know, I like to pull my phone out and grab some content on my phone. So, you know, it's kind of difficult when I have to worry about continuously shifting or just sitting in one gear and not being able to shift out of it. So with an auto blimp shifter, I'd be able to, you know, shoot content on my phone and not really have too much of the headache involved with it. But it's not a cheap investment. Aftermarket ones are like almost $2,000, so I can only imagine how much the Honda OEM one would be. And obviously, you know, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it the right way, and I'm probably going to just get an OEM Honda one. So your boy's kind of trying to hold out. I'm trying to justify that to not happen because, you know, we do have a lot of time and money into this bike, but at the end of the day, I mean, people are always going to talk shit. At the end of the day, it is only 600. It's like, you know, I don't have to go crazy with this bike, but this is a forever bike for me. I will never get rid of this bike. Like, you know, I said, I did buy this bike brand new, and sadly, a month and a half after buying this bike brand new, some idiot took me off the road. So I didn't want to let the bike die, so I rebuilt it. And, you know, this bike's got a lot of meaning to me. So I really will never, I don't think any amount of money could ever get me to get rid of this bike whatsoever. But, you know, I plan on making this a forever bike. But we do have plans for this channel. And a Fireblade will be next to Betsy one day. We'll have a Fireblade laying up in here. Well, actually not here, because this summer I'm going to be building a shed. Obviously I do carpentry for a living, so you know, I build houses, kitchens, bathrooms, you know, all that stuff. So I could do all this stuff in my sleep. I got my one buddy, so once the weather starts getting nice, this plastic shed's gonna be gonzoed and we're gonna build up. It's gonna be a nice one-story shed. Gonna make it wide enough to fit 2 bikes and be able to walk around the 2 bikes and be able to work on them. And then I'm going to do a little bit of storage on the top. So I'll have a little bit of a tall ceiling, and you know, I'll have storage on the top, because once I have that, then all this stuff can go up there, and all this stuff can go up there, and all that can go up there. Which, if all that stuff wasn't here, that would make a huge difference. But also, you know, we have these intruding in our space because it is a plastic shed, so that's kind of like the framework to keep the roof on. So, you know, that kills up a lot of space too. As of right now, we could easily fit 2 bikes in here, but that's all we could do. We would have to roll out a bike every time we want to work on one. So, you know, I definitely plan on upgrading this in the future, which shall be soon. So definitely expect a video of that. I'm sure nobody's going to enjoy that video, because obviously you guys are probably here for the motorcycle content. So, you know, but that's what I do. That's why I love doing carpentry. I think it's a really fun thing to know, and to once you learn it, it's fun to do. But that's definitely one of my biggest plans. So I'm trying to hold out on spending money on the bike, and I want to upgrade her home just a bit. I mean, if you guys can't tell, we got, you know, we got no insulation in here. We got seals. Nothing's nice. The roof's like completely uneven. It's missing some stuff. I have the old, these used to be clear, but they just completely deteriorated. So I have like weather stripping tape type of stuff up here just to keep the water from dripping down. But I mean, I could care less. It's my fiance's dad's shed. He let me take it over. So, you know, for free, can I really complain? No. Does it keep the bike dry? Yes. That's all I needed to do. But obviously, we, you know, we want to keep upgrading as the channel keeps growing. So I figured if we can upgrade this shed a little bit, I can get a motorcycle jack stand in here, so I can actually lift the bike. I don't have to load it up on 2x4s and pieces of wood. So, you know, I want to make things a little bit more professional. Even though I'm not a professional, I could care less, but I like my workspace to be clean. And, you know, like I said earlier in the live stream, I like to do all the work myself. So everything on this bike has been done by me, and I want to continue doing that. So if I need to grow my space to be able to keep working on my bike, I'm going to do what I have to do. But that's just something for you guys to look forward to in probably the summer. You guys will probably get a couple videos in the summer of me building this shed and setting it up. And, you know, we're probably going to put some heat in here, insulate it, so in the winters it will be warm. Put a cool floor down, maybe epoxy, I'm not sure. I got to look into the logistics of it, because you know, I know if you're doing like cement or concrete, technically you have to get permits for it. So obviously trying to avoid that. Don't really care about it. I want to just make it something that if I do end up moving later on in life, I can pay a company to just come here, pick it up, throw the shed on a flatbed, and drop it off where I tell them to drop it off. So that's kind of what I'm doing, is just kind of trying to build something for the future that I can bring along with me if I want to. And yeah, guys, I'm just